I think we coddle black men a lot, unfortunately. Okay.
What? Black men are coddled.
Oops, should I go on mute? Should I go on mute?
She has started.
Farabala, please, Farabala. No, but what I'm saying is that I feel like there is, in the community, there is more grace given to black men.
Fancy that?
I think so. I do think so.
Why?
I don't think there is that as much grace towards black women, which is unfortunate.
It depends on what you're referring to, but yeah.
I just think in general. Honestly, in general. I'm sorry.
What are you referring to?
I genuinely I think in most things in general. Yeah.
It's because they're men first and then they're black second, and we are a double minority.
And I also think when it comes to wait.
Listen. Let me just make it clear. Yes, back in the day, being a man, that already gave you a massive advantage. But like in this era, no,
come on,
no, not in this era.
This is the thing. Black women, we don't only deal with racism; we also deal with misogyny. So and sexism.
Bro.
No, but come on, it's just true. Let's keep it real. So when we're talking about
in this current society,
right?
Yeah, as a man, you are walking on eggshells. Even me doing this live stream, I'm walking on eggshells.
See, this is the issue.
What are you talking about? A man and woman can say the exact same thing, controversial thing online, and one will get cancelled and one will get support.
Doubts. I don't know about that one.
It depends on what it is. Also,
it depends.
Yeah, like if a woman cheats on a man, it's the end of the world. The other way around,
Listen, they even saying it's true in the chat. Listen, Ginger J, he got kicked off Pen Game because he told Zilla to take a wig off.
Yeah, because the guy was acting like he's a bit odd.
Everest came out and confessed to sending a man to prison, bro. And she didn't get cancelled. She still got her Instagram. She still got all her followers. She still got her business. She's still making money, bro.
I don't know enough about that to comment on that one.
And people even interviewed her.
We're talking about two different things.
What are you talking about?
No, but those are very different. Yeah, those are very different things.
He was insulting all women because it was like, oh, this is why I don't date.
I'm not gonna lie. The Ginger
from the little bit that I have seen
was worse.
I would say that they're different situations.
No, hold on.
No, like I said, from the little bit that I have seen, I don't think that he only had asked her, just that one girl, to take off her wig. What I had seen is the clip about where he's like, this is why I don't date black women because blah, blah, blah. And then he started getting like insulting towards black women. That's the little bit that I had seen.
Regardless.
I'm not saying it does and it doesn't, just for you to answer the question. I don't have enough information on it.
Bro, and you can just go on back chat. You can go watch the whole episode, fam. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. You think what he said in that episode was worse than making a false claim that someone raped you and send them to jail?
Oh, that's worse. I don't know that.
You think that is even nearly equal?
No, I think that's situation.
I didn't even know the rest of your sentence.
No, but I think that situation is worse. But I would say it's less. Okay, so that situation of her, I don't know everything about it, but by what you're saying, she made a false allegation against somebody. Right. Obviously, yeah. Of course, that's worse. Of course, that's worse. Yeah. Of course, that's worse. But what I'm saying is that there isn't any conversation on that.
Don't confuse it. The point of what I'm saying is that men, you're not trying to say that black men are coddled and have got a vibes. And I'm saying in this day and age, that is not true. And that's a clear example of it.
We talk about the Diddy case or whatnot. Is the Cassie's not so innocent, this, that, and the other. Like if it was the other way around, it'd be really different. Like if we all see it when a woman cheats, it's the end of the world. She's a whore. She's this. Oh, sorry. Maybe use TikTok language. I'm not sure about whatever the word for that is. But when a man cheats, it's you should have done this, that, and the other. You should have chosen better. You should have, could have, would have, and it's consistently the woman's fault.
No, it's all of these. It's okay. Let me say this. It's all of these.
That is a lie. If a man cheats on a woman, he's a dog. He's a scumbag. He's an a-hole.
Boys will be boys.
If a woman cheats, the man must have done something wrong.
How come the Nick Cannons of the world haven't gotten cancelled?
That is absolute lies. That's an absolute lie.
Didn't the president of the U.S. cheat and then he ended up getting praised for it?
Future, didn't he make a whole album and people still praised him?
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
So you're using the president as an
So
example
we're using
that you're trying to say that
facts about people getting killed.
so you think that society congratulates men for cheating and then it goes hard at women for cheating. You honestly believe that's a lie. That's
No, I would say.
So did he or not? He didn't get cancelled, right?
A woman
That's not
cheating
true,
is
fam.
less accepted than a man cheating. A woman cheating is like, oh my days,
Yeah,
like,
it's less accepted.
whoa,
It's
like
more
she's
taboo.
really went out on her
okay.
marriage.
You want to talk about America?
What are you
What about
talking
that
about?
show called Scandal, bro? Remember that show called Scandal was very popular.
So, but who was
Very
married? Who
popular.
was married?
So you're talking about the fictional show versus the real life president, yeah?
Talking one voice. That show had a black woman cheating
Yeah.
on her black husband with the white man president, bruv.
Clock it,
Very
clock
very
it.
popular. So for you to try and act like, oh, if a woman cheats,
Talking
then
about- talking about a
everybody
show.
comes down on her. That's not true.
We're talking
Yeah.
about a fictional show.
versus
Come on, come
the
on.
actual real life president.
The same way people will lust over Joe from you because he's stalking people. It's fictional. It's pretend. It's acting.
But the point
Word.
is
They're
the
romanticizing
They
it.
romanticize these things because it's
It's the
fictional.
psychology of it, though. If it was so frowned upon,
Isn't every other rap song about getting
if it was so
youngsters?
frowned upon, why would a show like Scandal be so popular among women, particularly? Why would it be so?
But,
so
okay,
popular?
King.
Because
If it
it's
was so frowned
pretend.
upon?
Wait, King,
Because
you're
it's
Nigerian,
pretend.
right? So you understand that be you honest now. In Nigerian culture, there's a difference between the way they treat women and the way they treat men. There's a different expectation that they have for girls, right?
Okay.
And they will say, thank you. They will say, okay, boys will be boy. Oh, sure, he's a boy. There's a difference. There is very much this kind of, I don't know how to explain. I would say, the way I think I could put it.
Nigeria represent the Western world.
I'm not saying it does, but obviously I'm just going to speak from my experience. From my experience,
Are
that's what I
you
can
in
speak
Nigeria
on.
right now?
But sorry,
Are you in Nigeria right now?
I'm a Nigerian. I grew up in a Nigerian household.
No,
grew
are
up in
you
a
in
Nigerian
Nigeria
household.
right now?
No, of course not. What I'm saying is that
have you been living in Nigeria predominantly your whole life?
no. But what I'm saying is
So
that
why are you using that as an example?
Because I grew up-
for us
because I
in
grew
the
up-
West. We live in
okay.
the West, bro. We
right,
know that.
but I grew up in a Nigerian household. I would say there's enough Nigerians
Yeah,
around
but when
that
you
I'm
step
socialized.
when you step out of your house, you're not in Nigeria though.
Right, but I'm saying I'm socialized enough with Nigerians to see this often, to see that this is something that is happening, and it's how you grow up. I don't care about. I know what people always say about your environment. I think the household matters more, to be honest. How you grew up in your house matters more than what happens outside to me, anyway. But
I'm not just talking about individual niche households or niche cultures. I'm talking about in general, though, in this side of the world.
general in the
Listen,
about
in
cheating?
terms of the Nigerian culture, I do agree with you. But if you look at it on a broader scale, is it like that? No, it's not like that in this side of the world. It's not.
What, that men don't get cancelled for cheating?
No, I'm saying that men do not get praised for cheating on their wife. They don't get praised for that.
Really?
I would say that there's this whole.
You're trying to make out like that's mainstream.
Nick
That everybody's like, yes, well
for
done,
having
bro.
kids left, right, and center, and cheating and stuff like that. It's like, aren't every other like rap songs about getting loads and loads of women and so on?
And
And
why would you? But rappers are not
No,
role
but you're-
models, though.
the what?
No, I would say.
About,
Okay,
like,
I
the
would say
culture.
the best way I think you can put it.
This is one of the problems.
They're
with
not. But so your argument was
Didn't he marry? Didn't he
But that
marry
is one
his
of the
side
biggest
chick?
problems in the black communities because we always look at the most degenerate people as role models, bro.
Okay, let's talk about the kings and queens. Okay, let's talk about the kings and
rappers
queens.
do.
Let's talk about the kings and queens of the country. Didn't our king marry his side chick?
What?
Camilla, is it Camille? Camille? What's her name?
Not Camille.
Didn't he marry her? And people and she's
That is not my king. That might be. That's.
But that's our king. You said let's
that's
look up
your
to
king, that's
the
not
right
my
people,
king.
right? That's the king of the country.
They're not black.
The king of the
People we're
country.
talking about right now, but I get
Oh,
what
now
you're
we're
saying.
not talking about. I thought we were talking about men.
Yeah, I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but like, right, it still wasn't praised though. What he done was not praised, and people liked Diana. People
He
liked
definitely
her,
was praised. He definitely was
and
praised.
she was cheating as well.
Yeah, and she didn't get the same treatment.
No, she's just a girl, though.
Hold on, she was cheating as well.
People
And
hate
guess
Camille.
what? And guess
Was it
what? When
Camilla?
people
I
talk
don't know.
about when people like to reminisce about Princess Diana, do they always bring up she was a cheater? Nope.
No. Okay,
she
so
got
this is
on
okay.
the
When it
mic
came
for
to
it.
She was
Diana,
cheating as
though.
well.
She got
Well, that was, they were
Let's not even
separated,
go.
but
Like, you're not gonna win this argument.
okay,
bruh.
but
You're
this is
not.
okay. I don't agree with that. The king, and I don't think that's a good one to put, because I definitely Team Diana. We don't like Camille. Okay, we don't like Camille, right? But what I'm gonna say is that in Western society, there's still that boys will be boys. Oh yeah, well he's just not, he's a boy. That's how boys move. That's what boys do. Or if a kid is like slinging it around, oh well, he's a guy. That's what a guy can do. And then there's a double standard when women do these things. So I would say that there is. Come on, let's keep it for real. Come on.
I don't
Let's
think.
be
I
honest.
don't think. I don't
He's
think.
lying.
I don't
From
think
men.
women. I don't think in general society, in the West, they come down harder on women
I
for
do.
cheating than they do on men. I don't believe that. I just don't believe
This is basically what just
When it's a woman,
and anytime there's even a talk of infidelity, they always
Right.
assume it's the guy doing it. And when you look at the figures, it's actually 50-50. And really and truly, even with that being said, I think women probably cheat more than men do. They just don't get caught.
this one we know
Perfect,
it
though.
is hot. But as far as the attitude goes, you saying that is viewed the same as just crazy. Where is that based just on opinion or just a fictional show, or like what do you have to back this up? Like you saying that society is not coming down any harder on men than it is on women for cheating. What is that based off of? Is that based on the fictional show that we were talking about, or actual
Stan, that was just an example of how people view when women do things wrong. You know, just like the Victoria Everest, that was another example. When women do things that are wrong, you know, it's kind of ignored, or oh yeah, she did wrong, well, like move on. But when a guy does something even remotely wrong, the whole world has got to flipping come and judge him.
Well,
I'm not defending when black men when men do things wrong, but I'm saying that when men do things wrong, we are held to a higher standard. That like, oh, how dare you do that? How dare you say that? You're terrible.
No, but see, this is the thing.
I think even preachers will tell you that like you have to pray for the guy to not cheat or.
Women don't even hold other women accountable, really, for the most.
What is it that you would want women to be accountable for?
Have the same energy.
No, but this is the thing.
Have the
Women
same
don't.
energy.
This is the thing.
It's a simple thing.
King,
Have the
king,
same
king, king,
energy.
king. Women
For
don't
what?
have to hold other women accountable because society holds women accountable, right? When we talk about
like
single
they
mothers,
did
okay.
with Victoria Everest.
No, when we talk about
Yeah,
single
of
mothers,
course they did.
when we talk about single mothers, right? We don't really focus on the deadbeat dad.
Exactly. That's why
There's
the canons are
come on,
praised.
be honest.
mother, where's the dad?
That's why we don't really talk about the fact that Elon Musk doesn't really take care of his kids like that. They think that throwing money is taking care of your kids, and everybody ignores it.
Most of
Like,
them don't even show money. Let's be real.
Nick Cannon having 12 kids, that was normal.
exactly, and him still not being canceled in any way, shape, or form is insane.
12 different households, that's normal.
Oh.
Yeah. So when it comes to that situation with
Bro, do you realise you just said deadbeat dad? Why is there nothing called deadbeat mum? How come that doesn't exist? That's not even a term. Exactly.
because the single mom is the opposite.
Exactly.
The single
What
mom is the
doesn't exist?
opposite to that.
Because at the end of the day, you're saying that men don't get held accountable or don't get reprimanded for their bad behaviour. And in this case, in this instance of when there's a single mum, you're saying that the men don't get held accountable.
I'm saying there's
But
more of a
there's
negative
whole-
connotation.
but there is a whole term which
Right.
is commonplace called deadbeat dad.
Yeah, and how does that impact the
If
men?
that if men
There's
were
a
not held
difference.
accountable, there wouldn't even be a term.
No, but see,
like
this is the
that.
thing. There's a difference because what a lot of men they can
There's
call
women out there
that, and
that
it's not
are deadbeat
impacting them in
mums
any
and
way.
they don't get held accountable.
You
Nobody
don't-
talks
okay,
about
obviously.
women that are terrible mothers. No one don't talk about that.